we finished our last lesson, this is what we ended up with. We had all we've done so far is put the header up in there. So let's go ahead and build a little bit more components. So let's go back to Sublime and let's go ahead and create more stuff. All right, so we've finished the header. So the next thing we want to do is our nav section. And let's see what kind of styles we can put in for that. For that, I'm going to go ahead and put a width. I really want to have the navigation section on the left and then the content on the right, sort of standard website protocol. So I'm going to go ahead and split up the 960 between those two. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a width of 200 pixels. And let's give it a different background color. And I can go back to my color code picker. And let's see what we can get for this. I'm going to go with, let's try this. All right, so like I said, just picking a little slightly lighter one because we're going to have links in that one, so we want to go ahead and make it a little bit lighter. I'm going to Control C, and I'm going to go back to here and paste it in. Okay, so there's my background color. Now it's going to get large. Well, you know, the height of it is going to be depending on the content inside, but I want to be able to see the structure of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a minimum height, and let's see, I'm going to do let's just do 400 pixels because I don't have a very big screen here. All right, and then again, we'll just go ahead and put a border on there. Whoops, not bottom, a border. And my border is going to be, let's just do the same thing, a 1 pixel. Make it solid, make it black. All right. All right, so that takes care of our navigation section. So let's go ahead now and put in our section. So that's section. And on this one, we're going to have a similar. This section is going to have a width. And so 960 minus 200 is going to be 760. So we'll do a width of 760 pixels. All right, and then we'll do a minimum height on that too, the same thing. So we'll do min height, and we'll make that also 400 pixels. It can expand, that's why I call it minimum height. We just want to give it a look when we see it on the page, and then if we have extra stuff, it'll stretch. Okay, we'll put a border on there. And again, 1 pixel, solid, black. And we'll do a background color. And this one, I'll make this one a little bit lighter. So let's go back to our color picker. And I will make this like that. There you go. So I'll do Control C. And I will put that in. Okay. So now we're ready to go ahead and see what we've done. Let's go ahead and do a file and save. Notice I didn't go into the HTML at all. Our structure, when this pops up, just hit cancel and try it again. File and save. We haven't changed our structure. All we're doing is changing now the way it looks. So let's go back to our page and click on Sandwich Shop and hit refresh. And there's our navigation. And where is, whoops, disregard that. Where is our Okay, well, our section is down here, but it didn't change the background color. So let's see what went wrong here. Well, see, look, it doesn't look like the right color, and that is why. Background dash color. Oh, because we're missing a semicolon above it. There you go. Now the colors are right. And we will do a save. And we'll come back and refresh. All right, so you can see how this is looking. And I refresh. And our section is down here. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that. One is these are block elements, so they're just going to stack right on top of each other. So I have to remove that block. So let's go back into our into here and go ahead and remove that. So we're going to do our nav section, and we're going to use something called float. And float is going to be left. So what we want to do is we're going to say, listen, if there's some space, instead of stacking, move it up to the left. All right, then we're going to do the same thing with our section because we want these to be side by side. So now let's go ahead and move this up. Whoops. And make it over to the left. Oops. All right, then I'll go ahead and save it. And I shall refresh. And voila, nothing happened. Well, what's going on here? This should have moved up here because I have, let's go ahead and see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and inspect this element so I can see what is going on. Okay. So I'm going to come over here and click on this. This is the section tab right here. And I have it as a width of 760. But suppose, now if I click on it like that, you can see the thing is selected. If I use my arrow keys, I can say, well, what if I make it 761? That's making it going the wrong way. So I hit the down key. Now it's back to 760, 759, 758, 57. 56. See, 57, it stacks. 56, it is side by side, just the way I wanted it now. Of course, I have to go back. I have to go in and change the HTML for that. So we know that 756 is really what it should have been. So let's go up here, and instead of 760, we'll do 756. Oops, 56, not 7. All right, and then I'll go ahead and do a file save, and then go back. So with this thing here, I cannot change permanently. All I can do is see what it's going to look like. So when I refresh it now, everything is copacetic. Well, why didn't it do it correctly before? Well, it's 960, but if we take a look at our code, we can see that I have a 1 pixel border. So I have 1 pixel on the left and the right of each one. That's 4 extra pixels. And that's the 4 pixels that I was missing that I had in here. So if I made this 760, it was 4 pixels over. It couldn't fit in the container, so it wouldn't float to the left. Once I have got it so they can fit side by side within this 960 container, everything is fine. It went ahead and floated just perfectly. And we are out of time, so this is where we'll end in this one.